There's a new Gibson guitar sitting right here on the floor. Hey, howdy, hello. Today, I'm gonna show you. There's a cable on it. I have been playing it. I had to wait about a month to fix the headstock repair. We'll get into that. And they've even done some of the gold mods. Let's go ahead and get the close-up camera up and running. I want to get some macro shots. My other goal of the day is to also just see how it sounds in comparison to that old guy right there. Well, how have you guys been the last month? Tried to keep up a couple updates along the way. Got majorly sick, flu, filmed a whole conference, had to keep up work. And I'm happy to say that this is the first day where I've actually felt good enough to do stuff. Took my grandma to see the new Elvis biopic. That was pretty sweet. She was there during the Elvis Revolution. I mean, I knew how excited you were from the beginning intro.
Jump out of my skin, I was so happy.
Like all the old photos of him, I just really liked the edit.
Yeah, the way it was done, it wasn't like just a normal old script like you would think.
And got to actually see Elvis twice. Very jealous of that fact. Another special, one-of-a-kind conversation. I think the main thing we're gonna learn today is, you know, as I'm listening to old stuff that I've recorded, how much better my ideal envisioned guitar was for the sound that I wanted to go for. Oh, another thing up, you're gonna very faintly see it because I'm blasting the lights. Got the Gibson factory tours going. Really was an amazing behind the scenes that allowed me to help decide on this guy right here. So let me show you as it arrived what I received. Got the receipt I'm gonna keep in the case with the headstock repair total. That was $500. Of course, we got their card and we got some other hardware we're gonna upgrade later. We'll get into that. First thing they did was take off these guys right here. These are Gibson Deluxe. These are super plastic. There was nothing that led me to believe they were broken. I actually hadn't even had time to tune them as the headstock arrived bad. They all look in decent shape. I like the gold. Guess these are historically accurate. They look really dark in person too, I will say. Kind of this muted every color of the paint bucket against this really blingy gold. There's the other ones. So I just wasn't convinced on it. And I think I made the right choice going with the Kluson Revolution tuning machines in gold, 19-1, ultimate upgrade. I haven't had any problems with them and they sound fine, great, and dandy. Still debating whether or not I'm gonna sell them. I kind of just want to sell everything I'm not using just because the upgrades mean more to me than having the original parts. This is a studio model. This is my guitar. I'm not going back to these. That's my thought on it. Oh, these go with the tuning machines. I wanted to ask if they had any issues where they needed to remount the slot for the new tuning machines because of the old ones to make sure I got the correct fit. This looks like all the hardware is intact. I mean, there's some black aging. Definitely not super bright gold. Happy to freshen it up. And it just says studio. This is the truss rock. I didn't realize how light these were. Wow. This guy is the studio plate. Nothing wrong with it, nothing like frayed or fractured. Maybe some scratches. So I'm looking at it. So that I might save. I like the idea of keeping the studio plate with it. It's not worth that much anyway. Keep that. These are the black pickup rings. Inspecting for damage. I don't see anything wrong with that. The back one and the front one. Got that natural curvature to them. That I'm guessing flattens out under strain, or maybe that's just the way they were designed. There's the black pickup rings. Why not keep them, right? These are the old screws, I believe. Oh, this is the old poker chip. Check that out. It was purple underneath it, that toggle switch. So this was not an original toggle switch. Obviously, the reference is a little goofy. And then your black screws. Did not realize it said that. I think that was not really advertised clearly in the pictures, by the way. I had no idea until just now that that's what that said. More hardware from Randy's that they put into that. Looks like the old strap buttons. They were black as well. I was happy to swap these out for gold ones. And the old toggle tip. I'm guessing nothing wrong with it either. Doesn't indicate anything wrong with it to me. But they do kind of make it feel aged, I will say. This kind of freshens it up. And I don't think I even opened these. Did he not use these? Okay. Just ripped right through it. These are tiny, tiny screws. We'll be careful with these. Okay. So these are the extra screws, I believe, that he didn't need. Possibly some old ones in here. That one looks like it's an old screw. So they all kind of are just buddies. Some of them look a little more shallow like that one. The rest of these look, yeah, that one, look even longer. So those are the tiny, tiny screws all back in. Okay. Keep that with the tuning machines. Old hardware and the old pickup rings. I think we'll save. Why not? As well as the studio thing. That will be going in the case. Happy we can make these decisions together. We'll get into the new hardware when the time comes. We got a whole new bridge from Faber. That's more of a tonal thing, as well as bare knuckle pickups, because I love the sound of these on everything I've heard, and they make me excited to pick up a guitar. Stuff to sell. Just gonna lay this down. My favorite jacket. Bought this in Alaska. I'm just saying, if you ever need a proper jacket, you gotta go to somewhere cold. I live in Jacksonville, Florida, and they don't got nothing down here. All right, here's the case as it arrived. That is just, you can see the wood of the actual case. It's really beat up. I think this is a 70s case. I need to Google it. I wanna say exactly what it is, but I am not sure. I do know it says Gibson. Tons of wear. Kind of don't want to put it on my favorite jacket. This guy's intact. I was just inspecting it, you know. Just seems small. That's my takeaway from it. First latch. All good. The second latch makes me feel sad. It's a little rusty and it just doesn't make sense. Ooh, that just separated. I don't think it's supposed to do that. Also, this latch right here is in great shape. Feels nice to touch. It doesn't feel loose or anything. Just normal. Oops, second to final latch. Also feels fine. This is the greatest case. No, I can't. I just can't. Maybe when it functioned. Okay. By the way, here's the back latch. Broken headstock. I'm so glad we got a new case. This is beautiful. It's red velvet. A little stain here. Well, let's see what else we discover. Some holes. I mean, yeah, there's a spot there. This is also, all right. Yeah, this is dented in. It just seems wrong. Everything about this seems wrong. I don't think I need to explain how wrong this looks. It's pressing pretty firm on that. It only has one level of support. I think I can even see the headstock right over there. Oh boy. We're done with this case. I hope someone else enjoys this. But indeed, we got some nice rain coming outside. This is the guy. I discovered that Gibson makes a gold case. Of course they do. These nice swoops, pretty far indented. That's pretty gnarly texture. Black velvety interior, little Gibson logo lifter. What on earth is that? Oh, desiccant. I haven't even thrown that out. We don't need that. That's the year it was made. And there's a lock. TKL made it. That was the case of my Martin. Yeah, I had a TKL. Loved that case. Let's put the goodies in there. Only other goodies I have are the old pickup rings and such. It's good for now. Love the carve. So happy to have this case to match it. It's very soft. I think my sister called it rose gold when she saw it in person, but we know it's sort of that aged gold and less bedazzly. Let's bust her out. It's an 06 Gibson Les Paul Studio. The gold Clusen tuners. I mean, if you look at it closely, you can tell the headstock was repaired, maybe a little bit of discoloration in here and here. And otherwise, wow, does that not look like a piece of cake? Gold strap button. And stock back plates. Gold poker chip, gold toggle switch. Got the mirrored pick guard. Gold hardware, obviously pickup rings. in the stock pickups as of right now. We have to play it. Okay, that's our sync point. So that's the sound from the other day. All right, middle position. Let's do that bridge position. It's gonna be a little bit lighter. Very used to that sound. And you're gonna stay right there, buddy. Hello. How you doing? Can feel the weight. Alrighty. How's that neck position? Whoa. Volume knob's having some weird stuff going on. Listen to this master knob already. It like disconnects, so. Alright. Gotta do our lick. Neck position. Do our lick. Mm-hmm. Give me that middle position now. Bridge. That real twang. Oh yeah, Sounded really good. Really want to do some tests now of some other sounds. There's no doubt that there's one that just stands head and shoulders above. Let's do capo. I like it. It's pretty. Let's crank it up. Do some Jack White, a little bluesy stuff. Whoop. Is that me or you? It's just gonna take paint off if I keep slamming into stuff. Oh well, well loved. Maybe we'll do David Bowie's guitarist thing and we'll strip back all the white, peel back the icing and reveal the cake. Or not. I was trying to do the old Wings of the Sandwich. Careful not to take off any white chocolate. Let's see if I can dig into that. Oh, this guy. I don't. Well, we're a half step down. That's part of the problem too, right? There's no bass. Like the bass disappears on this guitar. Let's do that Jack White. So we can hit that on there. Woo. Sounds so perfect. I'll tell you the difference in feel too. I like to let the music speak for itself, and there's something really special about this in comparison to that. In tone too, but also in feel. I love the feedback. It's effortless to play. Something about the way this lines up against the back of your hand. I thought it would be too thick in comparison to that, because that's thinner. It's just as fast. Loving the feedback I'm Tuning stability is pretty good. Obviously better. And it's not that heavy. Looks like a big old piece of white icing cake. This is gonna be fun to dial in. I really want to get some sounds now. Some of my other stuff in here. All right, start. Liking it. Sounded tight. John Mayer preset has a ton of bass on it. I definitely scooped out a lot of the bass in my real renders for this Neural DSP. US Super Bravado. And the California 1-star clean 100-watt normal. Love that jingle jangle. I need something. That sounds good on that. Give me some haunt. And start. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I really want to hear how it sounds on In the Pew, too. Mute that guitar. All right, we're trying it right now. What's that guitar part? Like that little charm on the middle pickup. Okay. So I have one more thing we need to do before I basically get the new bridge installed, which I'm excited to do, to showcase the bridge before and after. So let's see what I can find. Really want to do Everybody's Alright. Let's do it. Do it my way. Yeah. don't know how much happier than that right there. It's in. This guy's in. We're gonna have fun diving into so many tones. This beautiful, well-made, handcrafted instrument. And we can jam so many songs to. So many things I wanted to write with this guy. And it's just so fun. We're pulling into Liberty Music. I don't have the mic. Sorry, it's a little noisy, but yeah, this is exciting. We're getting the new bridge done now so that we can have a comparison between that. I just wanted to wrap up this video by saying, yeah, that's the next step in the process. And then I'm going to talk to him today about if we're going to need to swap anything for the pickups, because that'll be the next phase, comparing the old pickups to the new bare knuckle silos. Lots of exciting things. All right. Okay, we're headed back. I asked quickly about the pots too, you know, thinking, well, I do need to swap them because there's a higher capacity, I hope that's the right phrase, on the new bare knuckles than on the Gibsons. If the Gibsons are this much dynamics, the bare knuckles are higher. So my question was, do I need to swap the pots? And he was immediately like, no, I don't. So that's good. I guess that kind of contradicts originally when I first told him when I first told him I got the bare knuckle silos. Originally, I remember him saying, oh yeah, you'll need to raise it because they're lower number on the stock. So what I'm thinking now is, if the dynamics aren't that great with the new pickups, I think that'll be the weakest link, and I can ask about that. But because that was one thing that I didn't explicitly say during this play test right here, is that, you know, the dynamics did leave something to be desired. Listen to this master knob already. It like disconnects, so. Felt like it was clipping too, even when I staged it pretty low. So I just need to dial it in too. So I understand that. So I'm very excited to see this comparison between the new bridge. So next time you see me, we'll be back with the new bridge. Hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. This is just incredible to behold, and we're just gonna make it even better. So, what a journey! I'm excited to keep rocking and rolling. Next time you see me, keep on grooving your way. Keep on grooving your way, guys. So keep on grooving your way. See you back real soon. Majorly tinted in. Okay. Okay, buddy. You gonna lock in? Need like a counterbalance. Just lean a little that way.